I took an Uber after dropping my car off, and he told me I wasn't going home. This happened Sunday, and I still can't believe it. I dropped my car off for maintenance, and the shop set me up with an Uber. At first, the ride felt normal. The driver was polite, the car was clean, no red flags until I got in this vehicle. And a few minutes in, after he started driving, I heard him mutter something under his breath. Something like, "These black folks." I knew what I heard. Then he looked at me through the rear view and said out loud, "I hope you called off today." I asked him why. He smirked because you're not going to work and you're not going home either. That's when I noticed something that made my chest tighten. He had a glass divider in a car, like a taxi or a police cage. I couldn't even reach him if I tried. So I pulled on the door closest to me, but the handle didn't work. I just figured child lock was on my side. I said, "Open this door, stop playing." He ignored me, just kept driving. So traffic began to slow, and I started kicking the back of his seat hard, yelling for him to stop. Still nothing. So I slid across, tried the other side, and thank God that lock wasn't on. So as soon as I figured that lock wasn't on, or child lock wasn't on, I shoved the door open, ran into traffic, and bolted towards the sidewalk. Cars honking, people staring. I didn't care, because in that moment, one thing was clear. I was never supposed to make it home from that ride. Not every Uber ride is meant to be safe. I took an Uber after dropping my car off, and he told me I wasn't going home. This happened Sunday, and I still can't believe it. I dropped my car off for maintenance, and the shop set me up with an Uber. At first, the ride felt normal.
Hey family, it's Netta at Black Lives Count. So you saw that video of the young man alleging, but I believe every word he said, that when he got into that Uber driver seemed appropriate, seemed, like a regular Uber driver. And then as the ride progressed, he changed and he told him he wasn't going to make it home. Family, let me tell you something. There is a war right now on Black Americans by these demon seed people. Know this, prepare for this. If you live in a state where you can practice your Second Amendment right, do it legally and lawfully, but do it. There are Caucasian men running around stabbing women, just, just women, random women they don't even know. There are two news stories, and I'm gonna try to put like the pictures in the thumbnail. But there were two attacks, random attacks on women. One woman was jogging, another woman got on the bus. You see, I didn't do the story about the Ukrainian woman that was unalived by the mentally ill brother, because this has happened so many times to our women, and it has been perpetrated by them. Okay, there's a story about, a news story about a young black woman. There were three, I think they were sisters, uh, that were, and this was a couple years ago, that were attacked by a random white man. They didn't know this man, had no interactions with him or anything. He just got on the train behind them, and or he was going to, pretended he was going to, and he stabbed two of them. And if I'm not mistaken, one of them passed away. So, family, there is a war on us as black people in America. I don't care if you're Jamaican. I don't care if you're South African. I don't care if you're Haitian. I don't care if you're Barbadian or however they say it. Whatever you are, if you are a black person in America, know that there is a war brewing against us. And they are attacking soft targets, women and children. You see how the MAGA crowd just went over to the HBCU. Trust me, they'll do it again because those are weak men. This is why they hate black men, because they are always looking for soft targets to attack. Know this, know thine enemy is what scriptures say. So we should know them. So, family, I'm just saying protect yourselves, especially black women and children. See, a lot of times they don't approach a man. It has to be, uh, in order for them to approach a black man, it has to be five or six of them, and he's alone by himself. And they got guns and weapons. You know what I'm saying? But just to approach a man one on one, a black man head up, they're not going to do it because they're too coward. Okay, they're cowards. Hence why we see all these young black men being lynched, okay, lately in the news, which they're trying to say that they were suicides. No, family, they're not suicides. And more likely than not, these are law enforcement officers that are doing this. This is why they allow them to get on the police forces. I don't care who they are, what they are, and what reasons they have for stopping you. We have to be prepared, and we also have to ensure that we are safe. There are three apps that you can download on your phone as well as your children's phone. And even if they're adult children, tell them to download it anyway, it doesn't matter. And they can press a button and it will record everything, and it sends it it uploads it off of the phone, so even if they destroy the phone it will not matter. It's on the phone. The first thing is called Parachute. You can do it on the iPhone and the Android. The second thing is called ACLU Mobile Justice. That's something else you can add. The third thing is, I believe it's called Google Pixel. And when it's triggered, it automatically starts a video, and it's video backed up to the Google server. So it's not just on the phone, it's backed up to the Google server, so it'll be there that you can then upload it. Family, it's a shame that we have to take these measures, but we're living in a time that we really have to be extra cautious and taking measures because the enemy is upon us. See, they are so um, disgusted by the awakening of the remnant of the followers of Yahuwah that they are just eating themselves up. They are just going berserk and crazy, which they always have had murderous spirits anyway. We already know this. But now they are really coming after his chosen. You got to be careful, family. You got to protect yourselves. And you must always stay locked and loaded. And as I said before, legally practice your Second Amendment right. Protect yourselves so that you make sure that you go home by any means necessary. All right, family, I thank you so much for joining me for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And for our subscribers, we love you, of course. And for the people that are thinking about subscribing, get off the fence and come on over and join the family. We need you over here. All right, family. Peace, love, and blessings to you. Have a blessed one. Take care. Bye bye.